Sponsored by the Glass Jug. Located just off State Road 55 in Durham, the Glass Jug is the only place in the Triangle where you can browse a selection of hundreds of different craft beers, sit and enjoy one of 16 different beers on tap, and then take home a counter-pressure-filled growler of your favorite draft beer. Their growler filling technology ensures beer freshness and carbonation for much longer than growlers filled from the tap. Join the Glass Jug for free tasting events every Thursday at 5 p.m. We'll see you at the Glass Jug.
Hi, I'm Glenn, Dave's behind the camera. We're the NC Beer guys, and welcome to another episode of the NC Beer Buzz. We are pleased to be in Wilmington today in a brand new brewery, the Ironclad Brewery on 2nd Street, and this is Ted Coughlin, the CEO. Thanks for having us in. We appreciate it so much you inviting us to come in. So we are brand new out of the box, and tell us about the Wilmington beer scene. How's it going?
Well, hey, first, thank you guys for showing up. We're excited to have you here. And three different things that I'd like to chat about quickly. First, craft breweries are known for revitalizing their communities. And Ironclad, we're proud to be a part of that. We've taken a building that was built in 1925, and if you would have seen it a year ago, you would have said, what are you guys doing? It was a warehouse, it needed significant development. And
originally built as an auto dealership, you said?
In the 50s and 60s, it was auto sales downstairs and automotive repair upstairs. So we spent significant 9 months in renovations, of course, always longer than you think.
Of course.
But we wanted to reutilize, the wood on the second floor was just beautiful wood, but it was oil stained with automotive repair. So we had it piece by piece removed and planed down, and we made the bars out of that wood. We made the stairs out of that same wood. The brick interior we kept intact. So again, what craft breweries often do is revitalizing their areas, spending the resources, and they're really economic engines for the community.
Sure, that's right.
And so we want to be a part of that.
Right.
Also, because of the size of the facility, a little over 11,000 square feet.
That's great.
Yeah, it's great size and nice and open. Downstairs, of course, that craft brew feel.
So we have we're upstairs, the upstairs bar area, testing area. There's also a downstairs area with the entrance on 2nd Street.
Correct. Yeah, and more of a loungy feel upstairs. But we wanted to promote, because of the size, we said, hey, we want to promote the Wilmington beer scene. In fact, here's what our prediction. Call me crazy, but by 2020, Wilmington is going to have more craft breweries than Asheville does today.
All right, he's on record now. You've seen that. So a few years we'll check it back and see if Ted's right or not.
Right. So if you look at the menu we have, we promote the Wilmington craft beers, and then we also for the North Carolina craft brews, we're promoting those as well. So a smattering of over 40
your own stuff, some local Wilmington stuff, and some North Carolina stuff.
Exactly. And
then a few of the out-of-state special stuff.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that was and I had a lot of fun testing all the samples.
Sure, that's the fun part.
Craft beers. Absolutely, that was the best part of the job.
Right.
And then obviously getting our craft brew house up and running. Phase 3. We're still doing that today. And that's the most exciting part for us, of course. And so Ethan Hall is our head brewer.
Now let's talk about Ethan a little bit. Ethan's going to be brewing here. Ethan's got a brewing experience in North Carolina. He's been around a bit.
He ran Isaiah Coast Brewery back a decade ago. And when I tasted Ethan's, sampled his product, he is the man.
He's the man. Good.
He is gold for us. Not only is he a great brewer, but he played project manager to build out this facility. Okay. Which is a large undertaking.
Nice. So you got a twofer there, man.
He's a gold mine. A gold mine.
So if I can jump in, what is your background? How did you come to be who you are? How did you come to be the CEO?
So I had the pleasure of traveling. So I ran a engineering consulting firm up in Washington, D.C. I had the opportunity to travel a lot over my career, and wherever I went, Google breweries, right? So I had the pleasure of being with.
So you had the passion.
I had the passion, and I met with the owners, the brewers. I said, this is a great community. If I ever get the opportunity to get into this community, I'm going to jump all over it. So my two other partners 2 years ago decided to sell the engineering consulting firm. So I I had the opportunity all of a sudden.
And you were already in Wilmington then by that time, or you came here?
So the DC area's had tremendous growth in traffic. Great, we love it up there, but my wife wanted, wanted a little less traffic, a little warmer climate.
A little slower pace, maybe.
Right, and my brother had been living here for the last 2 decades. So
you knew something about the place.
Oh, we've been traveling down here, and we love Wilmington.
That's great.
And so we moved here a year and a half ago.
Very good.
So I still run I still do a management of a venture capital company up in DC area, so I'm going back and forth, but this will draw me here a lot more.
This will be where your heart is.
Amen.
That's great. That's very good. So is there going to be a signature to the Ironclad beer? Do you know yet what Ethan's kind of go-to styles are?
So it's a direct fire system downstairs,
okay.
but the Fishtail Pale Ale is, I'd say it's going to be our flagship. I don't want to make predictions on what's going to be the top seller, but
if you had to bet, you would think.
I think the Fishtail Pale Ale is going to be the flagship beer. So if we haven't distributed much today, because we're just getting up and running here. But if we do distribute a beer, it'll probably be the Fishtail Pale.
Okay. And if you do distribute, so that was kind of my next question. You led me right to it. You do intend for your beer to be out at other places besides just here in the brewery?
Absolutely, that is the goal.
Some local accounts, or even more, maybe.
Local initially, because just the volume we want to make sure we can always support those customers who have it on at their locations. So we want to make sure we take care of them.
So enough for your own facility and enough for the local accounts.
Exactly.
And then maybe.
And if we're very fortunate, we're looking to growth. Absolutely. Yeah. We are ecstatic to be part of the NC beer scene.
Oh, that's great.
And I think the Wilmington beer scene. In fact, we've had there's a few other breweries that are just in the startup phase.
I was going to ask you about it. What is it about Wilmington? It seems to be, as you said, I'm not sure your prediction's as laughable as I laughed at it about, because it is. So much is coming in Wilmington with the craft beer scene.
Yes.
Well, why is that? Why is Wilmington the draw now?
So in 2014, the Wilmington City staff did an exercise in looking at craft breweries, and they recognized that craft breweries are economic engines for local communities.
And you don't have to look very far to make that case if you're willing to look.
Right. And so they rezoned. So there was no brewery zoning before 2014 in Wilmington. At the end of 2014, it went in place, and I think we're going to be the third zone. We are zoned as a brewery in the city of Wilmington. So they recognized it.
So
and
the climate, both climate as we normally use the term, but also the business climate and the economic, the government regulation, the whole climate in almost every sense of the word is welcoming, encouraging, and supportive.
Exactly, and the brewers of Wilmington we are teaming up. We are talking all the time. Barry over at Broomtail, Kevin over at Front Street. So we're working together, and the new guys, they're coming in. They came in as the build out. They said, "Hey, who'd you use? What vendor did you use to do the French drain in your brewery?"
Right, a community sense more than a competition.
It's definitely community. It's trying to get the best resources. Hey, how did you do this? Learning from each other, I think.
And hopefully avoiding some of the mistakes that the other guys had to make, because everybody has stumbles along the way, and if you can learn from where they've come, it's to your benefit and everybody else.
Absolutely. So there's again 4 or 5 that are in the works right now that have been here, and I mean they'll be open in the next year. So we're again 2020. Hold me to it. We're going to have more breweries here than there's in Asheville today.
The beer city on the coast in Wilmington.
I like it.
Sounds good. That's good. So how do you find now Wilmington is known somewhat for a seasonal population. There's going to be some people that come in spring and summer for the beach and all the attractions. Now some of those people are going to be craft beer drinkers and some are not. But in the off season, is there enough of a community support, enough educated craft beer drinkers, or do you find yourself bringing, let's say, the non-craft beer drinkers along on the continuum when they come in?
So the Wilmington local community, they have been excited about the new craft breweries, and I think that there's definitely enough demand locally, but we've already received phone calls as far away as New England, California, Washington, D.C., of, you know, hey, when are you guys opening? I want to have my rehearsal dinner.
Because I'm going to be there, and now that I've got an option of a space.
Right.
Now, we didn't say that earlier, so there is somewhat of an event space. You're going to have enough room here to do some events.
Yes.
Some breweries don't.
Right. We you know, things like a rehearsal dinner, you know, area, we can cordon off an area, and these are all craft brew fans.
Sure.
Right. So we're better to have you. If you're a craft brew fan, we're better to have your rehearsal dinner than a craft brewery.
That's right. And for you guys who don't know the Wilmington layout, of course, we're on 2nd Street, which implies we're only like 2 blocks from the water, and that's exactly right. But we're right only like 1 block off of Front Street, because there's this little street between Front, or a little area between Front and the water. So we're I don't know if you actually call this the downtown area or the district area or the arts area.
Oh yeah, we're in the central business district.
Right, but right here on the main drag as you come through.
Right. And then the local business owners here on 2nd Street, again, the last month they've been, you know, when are you opening? Because I mean, they want the foot traffic. It's going to help them out.
Sure, well. we all rise each other.
Exactly.
So one little final thing: when you came down and looked for places, you obviously wound up in a great place. Did you have a lot of options?
We did have a lot of options. What we loved about this space was the openness, you know, the location. There's a parking garage, you know, right across the street here. Front Street's 1 block away. So no, this place offered the best options for us. But no, there's a lot of great. Wilmington has some buildings that need revitalization, and you know, so we took the opportunity to take this building, but.
Lots of other options.
There's quite a few other options available in Wilmington right now.
Well, we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much for
thank you for having us in, and we look forward to hearing about Ironclad more and more. Great. And we wish you all the best in the world. For our viewers who find their chance this summer or spring in Wilmington, make sure you check out all the beer scene in Wilmington, but particularly the brand new Ironclad Brewery on 2nd Street. Thanks, Ted.
Thank you.
Until next time, this is NC Beer Buzz. We're the NC Beer Guys, reminding you to drink local and keep your beer dollars in North Carolina.